America is hurting, people are struggling, things feel divisive and uncertain. Many Americans look at the current state of the nation and feel a deep sense of unease. The political landscape is fraught with tension. The economy feels shaky for many. It's a time when leadership, real leadership, feels desperately needed. Some might say, but John, isn't Trump still president? Yes, sadly he is. And that's kind of the point. His second term has been a relentless barrage of executive orders and policies that seem designed to appeal to a shrinking base rather than unite the country. Remember Project 2025, that terrifying Heritage Foundation fever dream? It's basically become the Trump administration's playbook. Look, I'm not saying things were perfect before, but there was a time, believe it or not, when America wasn't constantly on the verge of a political and social meltdown. We need a leader who can bring us together, not drive us further apart. Someone who understands the needs of everyday Americans and actually wants to make their lives better. Let's talk about Trump's policies. Specifically, let's talk about how they seem to be making things worse for a lot of people. His obsession with dismantling the administrative state has led to chaos and inefficiency in government. Essential services are being cut. Regulations designed to protect people are being tossed aside. Then there's the whole attack on the LGBTQ+ community. Trump has signed executive orders that are downright discriminatory, banning transgender people from serving in the military, trying to define gender as a binary based on genitalia at birth. It's 2025, folks. This isn't the dark ages. And don't even get me started on the economy. Sure, the stock market might be doing well for some, but what about the rest of us? Wages are stagnant, healthcare costs are through the roof, and good-paying jobs are increasingly hard to find. Trump's policies seem designed to benefit the wealthy at the expense of everyone else. Now let's talk about someone who represents a different kind of leadership, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Sure, he's best known for his action movie roles, but let's not forget he was also the governor of California, and a pretty damn good one at that. He brought Republicans and Democrats together to tackle climate change, something Trump seems to think is a hoax invented by the Chinese. Schwarzenegger is a straight-talking, no-nonsense kind of guy. He's not afraid to speak his mind, even when it means going against his own party. He's also a pragmatist, willing to work with anyone to get things done. These are qualities that are sorely lacking in Washington these days. He understands the importance of environmental protection, social justice, and fiscal responsibility. He's also a strong supporter of the LGBTQ+ community. In short, he represents a more moderate, pragmatic brand of republicanism that seems to have gone extinct in the age of Trump. Imagine, if you will, a world where the President of the United States wasn't constantly tweeting insults and spreading misinformation. A world where the leader of the free world was actually respected on the global stage. This is the promise that a Schwarzenegger presidency holds. He wouldn't be afraid to stand up to dictators and bullies both at home and abroad. He would prioritize diplomacy over military intervention, but wouldn't hesitate to use force when necessary. He would be a president who understands the true meaning of leadership, serving the people, not oneself. Look, I know what you're thinking, John, you can't be serious. The Terminator as president? And maybe you're right. Maybe it's a crazy idea. But in these crazy times, maybe we need a little bit of crazy. Maybe we need someone who isn't afraid to fight for what's right. Someone who will stand up for the little guy. Someone who will actually put the interests of the American people first. Maybe, just maybe, we need Arnold Schwarzenegger.